Ooh. Crimson's back, baby. And today we're going to talk all about the Avengers beta. And the kind of... Okay, you know what? There ain't going to be no monologue this time. But can someone explain to me why the hell I can't load this game up without the fan blazing up? The PS5 needs to stop with this nonsense. I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, you got to clean the fan, man. No, my fan's spick and span. Some of you guys open up your PS4s, cockroaches are bugging out and all this bullshit. Not me, buddy. I got a clean-ass room. But anyway, I was supposed to have some background music with the Avengers playing right now. But anyway, that's another video for another time. The Avengers beta. I don't even know where to... This is such a mixed bag. This is such a mixed bag with this game. Right off the bat, when they showed this stuff at E3, I was not impressed. And you know what? Not a lot of other people were either. And for good reason. Nothing we had seen looked special. And it's not to say that everything needs to be special. Quite frankly, you're playing as some of the biggest superheroes on the face of this planet. That should be enough. And it wasn't when they showed it off. So what was it like to play the Avengers beta? Well, let's talk about that. I don't know. I don't really know where to start with this. I'm just going to start by saying they ease you into this game by playing through the same exact E3 presentation. And let me tell you something. If you weren't impressed with the E3 demo back then, you are not going to be impressed playing through it now. There was nothing in this game that put a smile on my face. Even just playing through the beta, it just doesn't have that quality for whatever reason. I'm playing through the same segment, action packed. You know, balls to the wall, things are blowing up. You know, Hulk's tearing shit up, all this kind of stuff. Why wasn't I happy playing that? It's not like it wasn't fun per se, but I don't know what, I wouldn't even know what to call it. It's not, it seems kind of generic in the sense that like you've seen a lot of this stuff before. Like it doesn't really feel special playing some of these heroes. All right. What did surprise me immediately off the bat was how the combat felt. And that's probably the biggest surprise to me, because watching the gameplay, it seemed as if things were kind of floating around, like they didn't have the impact that you were expecting. But they had it. That surprised the hell out of me, man. They had everything. They had everything down when it comes to, like, if you smack some dude upside the head and he flies across that room, you feel it. The haptic feedback on the controller is very well done. I like it when games do that. Doesn't matter what the genre is. When you can utilize the vibration in your controller to make it feel like you're doing things, you know, whether it's revving up an engine, you know, doing a super jump, you know, stomping some dude's head in, whatever it is, if you can put that into the controller and make me feel it, that to me is more immersive. That to me really, it sticks with me, man. I like that. Some of the best moments in these games, like it's a small little feature that you don't realize that adds to the gameplay. Kind of like 3D sound. When you can hear, oh, the shuffling of curtains in the background when you're sneaking around The Last of Us, you know, to let you know, oh shit, someone's down there, you know, or you're driving down the Cape and okay, no, maybe that's a bad example. You're driving down the beach and you're parking your car and you're just, you know, you're checking a message on your phone. You're like, oh, who the hell's texting me? Which girl is this? Okay, anyway. And all of a sudden, you're listening to the sounds and everything just comes together. Like, you can hear things from all directions, be it music playing in the background, the soft purr of the engine, it's like that. But with gameplay, when you're playing Call of Duty and you shoot a gun, if you can feel it in the controller, it just perfects it, man. That's what makes it feel so good. That's when you get people coming out saying, yo, the gameplay is so good. And that aspect of Marvel's Avengers is what really stood out to me, was the way the combat felt. Every character, it wasn't just one character. You got to play all the main characters in the game. I don't know how many more they're planning on having. I really haven't been keeping up with this thing because it didn't look that great at E3. Still doesn't look that great now. But it wasn't all bad. It's not going to be horrible, but it's not going to be what you want Marvel's Avengers to be. All right? Now, with the combat, I don't know why they decided to do this, but the way the camera angle is very close to your character, which is a very strange choice for a game like this, where you're supposed to be going in with a team, and you're supposed to be kicking ass together. But the way the camera angle is situated, you kind of feel like you're playing a single player game together. Like you're doing your own thing. You can only see what you're doing. And anything else that's happening around you is just in your face. And that is a big problem. Because when you're not in a controlled environment and you got a whole bunch of shit going on in the background, you don't even know what's going on. That's a problem. That is a big goddamn problem. So it becomes less of, hey, look, we're all whooping ass together. We're all, diving in. We're all heading into the fucking base and we're tearing these dudes up. Now it's like everybody goes single file because I can't tell what's what. Things are blown up. I can't see nothing. Next thing you know, you're playing a mission that's extremely difficult and you're dead. You don't even know how it happened. Your guy just fucking falls to the ground and you're like, what the hell? Tony Stark's getting dismantled. Kamala Khan is hung from the lamppost with her own limbs. And you're like, what the heck? You're like, when did this happen? On the span of like 20 seconds. 20 seconds. I don't understand why the camera angle has to be like that. When you have games like this, where there's a lot of things that are supposed to be happening on screen, you're supposed to be coordinating. I don't know what they're going for with this game, but when you have a bunch of superheroes on screen and they all do really cool things, you want to see that. Doesn't matter if I'm not playing that character or not. I want to see my friends do cool things too. And with this combat system, there are certain moves that launch enemies, for example, and allow you to juggle them. Well, clearly, that's not just for your benefit. That's also the benefit of your teammates getting in on the action and keeping these modifiers going. Like, ideally, there could be some really wicked things being pulled off in this game on paper. But in reality, when everyone's playing in a very close up, almost it's a very close third person camera angle. We don't know what's going on with each other's gameplay. We don't know who's surrounded by what. Like, there were times in this game where you're in this, like, these open zones and you're over here, your teammate's down here. The enemy, the AI companions, they're either going to stick with one of you, but like everyone's doing their own little thing, and that's not really what I think about when I'm thinking of Avengers. The coolest things in those movies were when they all came together and they fought with one another. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that, because there will be sections where things like that do happen. But there's a big goddamn problem with that. But allow me to ease my way into that, because I want to talk about the things again that I liked about it. First and foremost, graphics, yeah, they look good. not too bad. Not too bad. Not anything crazy, but not bad. All right, fair enough. Music in these hero games is always so generic. You know, I think Batman Arkham, like the Batman Arkham games, kind of pulled off something that was a little bit different, especially as Arkham Knight came out. You heard some really cool tracks in there that helped elevate certain scenes. Not bad, but these superhero games always have very, very generic sounding music. Nothing really stands out. One thing I do have to mention that I could not believe it. When they came out at E3 and they said, we've got the juggernauts in the video game voice acting space coming into this game. And, you know, Troy Baker, Nolan North, Laura Bailey, and those other two guys showed up, and they're sitting on this couch. I immediately thought, oh, here we go. I said, here we fucking go with this. They're already showing you how much money they have with this game. These characters don't really need to be played by the top of the line people. Quite frankly, when you're listening to some of these stories, to me, these voices don't match. They just don't. You just did this shit just to get people in to buy the game. Oh, well, we know the voice acting is going to be fantastic. We all know what these voice actors and actresses are capable of, but that can't be enough to sell your game. Because the writing, oh my God, the writing sucks. Oh my Lord. I could not believe what I was listening to. And I want you guys to bear with me here, because I want to show you. This scene was actually longer, but I dumbed it down to 2 minutes. And I don't know when this takes place in the story. I'm going to assume very early. But there is supposed to be an emotional scene with the new hero, Kamala Khan, or Captain Marvel, whatever the hell they're calling her in this game. I don't know. There's a scene with her and Bruce Banner, who's voiced by Troy Baker. And this is a scene where she's having a problem. Like, they had just witnessed, like, this scene where, hey, look, an explosion went off at that bridge in the E3 demo. And it released this mist that gave a lot of people these powers. Like, they all got different shit that they can do. Some people use it for good. Some people are using it for, well, most people apparently are using it for bad, right? But the Avengers disbanded because of the mistake or something like that. Now Kamala Khan's coming in to bring them all together. Anyway, it's such a weird-ass premise. Anyway, they just witnessed this case of the scientists. I think they're called AIM in this game. And the scientists have come up with a brand new like breathable agent. It's like a dark mist that strips you of that power and reverts you back to normal. Only thing is, I guess it hurts you internally, spiritually. I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, Kamala Khan is watching this video and she's like, oh my God, I can't believe they're doing. And they get back to the Chimera, which is like your home, your hub base. And Bruce goes to check up on her in her room. And she's freaking out. See, I don't know if by this point in the story we understand. I don't know if they're going to explain that like Kamala Khan doesn't want to be a superhero or she does. I don't know. But quite frankly, in this scene here, she's expressing the concern of, oh my God, they have this new scientific development to get rid of the powers. Maybe I could be normal again. Okay. And then she starts getting emotional. Okay. She starts getting into this idea of, let me play the damn clip for you. Hold on. Man, when you see this, this is a 2-minute clip. Bear with me. You have to see this shit. Because it goes from one theme, one emotion to another in the snap of a finger. And I watched this live. My microphone picked it up again. And I was just like, what the fuck is this? I was like, are you serious? This is the weirdest tone. And this game does this shit a lot in just the beta. Let's take a look. I got another 30-second clip that you guys aren't going to believe either. Okay. Why is this? Let me see if I can line this up real nice for you. Hold on. Let me see here. Okay, it's not that. Okay, what? Just fucking watch it like this, all right? Just watch it like this. Let me play.
I never really fit in before.
I'm gonna turn this up.
I mean...
Start all over. There you go.
I never really fit in before. I mean, superheroes were my world. And I figured if I could just win that fan fiction competition, you know, then everything would just be... Doesn't matter. Now look at me. I'm a freak.
Oh, you're not.
Okay, not bad. It's got the emotion in there. Okay.
Hey, what you did back there took a lot of guts. Stupid. It still took guts.
Yeah. Because
not a lot of people could.
when I tell you what happened before this, you're not gonna believe it. You're not gonna believe it.
Good isn't a thing you are.
Okay, watch this.
What?
Pay attention to this, okay? I'm gonna replay this scene. Pay attention from here on. Watch this shit. She was just crying.
Good isn't a thing you are.
What the fuck does that mean? I don't know.
What?
Yeah, Bruce, I'm with you.
It's nothing. Thank you. This room is really great.
Okay.
Or it will be.
Okay.
Look at it.
Yeah, it's gotta have fun. Good.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, I'll go do other things.
Get out of my room, Bruce. God damn it, hurry up. Okay.
Good job, Kamala. That wasn't awkward at all. What? Now I have my own room on the Chimera. Is this really happening?
What?
Excuse me? Excuse me? She was just... I don't know if I can do this anymore. I don't want to be a hero. Hey, listen. What you did back there took guts, kid. I don't know. What the hell? Someone explain that to me. I'm sorry. The whole game's gonna be like that? And to what Bruce was referencing to was the mission we had just done. She did not act like that at all. She didn't act remorseful to anything. It was like taking your kid to work day. Bruce was sad that he had to go back to a place that meant a lot to him when the Avengers were together in this game. And again, she had never been there before. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. She's freaking out because she's getting to see all this heroic memorabilia and all this shit. None of that mattered. She just starts crying out of nowhere. And you're like, what? What? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? The hell? It just came out of nowhere. And it felt really disingenuous. And unfortunately, that's what happens a lot in this game. In just the beta alone, you'll have a sad scene that's taking place in the background. And hold on, let me turn this shit down. I don't need the wind that loud. You're gonna have a sad scene playing while you're walking around. and the AI, the characters you're with are going to be talking to you. And, you know, again, Troy Baker saying his lines, and you could tell by the inflection in his voice that you're not supposed to be happy about this and whatnot. And all of a sudden, you go to interact with an object, and they start, the character you're playing talks out loud. Again, Kamala Khan talks out loud. Oh, wow, this is Captain America's shield? We need to put this in a museum. Like, you not just hear me crying over, Bruce is crying over Captain America's photo. We should put a shield in a museum. This motherfucker is in tears right now. What are you talking about? It's the strangest thing. It's like, it's so disjointed. It is so disjointed. And it makes it hard. Like, it just snaps you right out of the immersion. You're like, what on earth? We just had a sad cutscene. Then she turned happy when she got out of the cutscene. What the frig, man? Unbelievable. The writing is just, wow, man. It is not good. It is not very good at all. And Crystal Dynamics came out here and said that this was supposed to be, like, we're gonna be getting a story like this where it's gonna, you know, put a lot of tension on the characters and whatnot. Like that? Like that? Bruce's ending line was, I'm gonna go do some stuff. What? If you don't get the hell up out of my room. Unbelievable. And unfortunately, if the story is supposed to be the driving point, it'll be taking a back seat. Unfortunately. It just will. Because the structure they decided to do this game in, it just gives up the back seat to the story. They're going to be telling you all the important shit while you're running out in these open linear areas, these little maps, because that's how the story's divided. That's how these missions are divided. You're going to be matchmaking with people or grouping up with your friends, and you're selecting missions off of a world map, and you're going in and you're conquering these missions. And some of them are short, some of them are longer, story-driven ones, where you're going to have boss fights and whatnot. The boss fight that I played as Hulk, fighting the Abomination, like, even that was just, like, lackluster. I'm not trying to hate on this game. I'm really not. I'm just trying to tell you it's nothing special. And when it is fucking ruined by none other than frame rate drops. I said it. Oh, don't ever complain about frame rate drops again. If the game is fun, just enjoy it. Give them your hard-earned dollar and play the game with your friends. Shut up, bitch. Are you shitting me? I'm paying top dollar to play as Captain America, Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, Black Widow, Kamala Khan, and whoever the hell else is in this game. And I can't even do cool shit with my friends because the frames can't keep up. Are you serious? The game is just alright as is. But when you finally come together in these sections, this is what I was talking about earlier, when you finally do come together and everyone is fighting together, this is the kind of shit you're gonna see. And you know what? This is just one example. I had another one. Hold on. Let me play this for you first, and I'm gonna explain to you what. Man, take a look at this. Okay? It gets right into it. It gets right into it. 30 seconds. Watch this shit. Alright, don't watch the aim.
Fuck. Whoa.
Watch this. Watch this shit.
Holy fuck. Yo! Those frames dropped so bad just now. What the hell was that?
You guys see this?
Oh my god, my PlayStation almost killed itself.
Yeah.
What the?
Do you see what I mean? You see what you saw there? With the gameplay. Oh fuck! How to get back to the? There we go. Jin, you're the only thing that calms me down these days. Let's just sit here and just think about this for a minute. This sucks. That's supposed to be the one cool thing in this game. And it sucks. And you know what? It bugged me out so much yesterday. We played a mission right after that. Oh, God, guys. I really meant to record it. Because seeing is believing. I mean, yes, you saw that clip. This was worse. Yeah, it was worse. I'm telling you the truth. We played this other mission. I don't know who the hell picked this damn thing. But the enemies were all higher level than us. Like, significantly so. And, it was a story mission that must have been leading up to something big because the enemy swarms we were coming into were much larger. And we were fighting more and more waves. This was in like an open space. That was enclosed in a room. This was open area. The game frame rate dropped twice. All this after my friend asked, so how's the game technically speaking? Then this game turned to shit. Funny how that works. And we're fighting outside. And I'm playing Iron Man still. And I transform into the Hulk Buster. That's his super ability. And this thing drops down from... No, it doesn't drop down from the sky. What do I say? I'm thinking of Titanfall right now. No, the suit mounts up or whatever. Well, unfortunately, my teammates all decided to stick with me because that's what the Avengers do. And fuck the entire thing up. I transform into the Hulk Buster. I start punching dudes. The frames dropped so bad, it started to chug on the system. I was skipping scenes. And the frames dropped so low, the console locked it, and I started playing in slow motion. I started playing Marvel's Avengers in slow goddamn motion. The Hulk Buster only does 3 attacks. So how slow do you think I was really going? The game dropped me to 10 frames. The Hulk Buster was punching dudes at -5. I just couldn't believe it. And it messed me up so much because when the frames were that low and the enemies were that high level, we were just dying, man. Like we just fucking wiped out. Nobody knew how. One guy left. I didn't even realize. One of the dudes left. There was no lag in the online. Okay, that's fine. But who the hell cares when your frames are that bad? This game comes out next month. On like the 4th or the 9th or some shit. If this is the final, like, I know this is a beta, but dude, how are you gonna fix that in the real game? It's, oh my God, like the one thing they had going for it, and it just sucks. Oh my Lord, I couldn't believe that. And you know what? They have like this leveling system in this game, which again, also really janky. Why the hell did they need this nonsense? So you can apply, like you're gonna be picking up like loot and things like that when you're going into this game. And when I stopped playing, I tried it out on Friday, and then I started playing again on Saturday. But I quit halfway through a mission on Friday. And I had gone around and done like some of the optional things to get gear and level up a character. And I thought I had hit a checkpoint. No, not in this game. I guess because of the mission structure, when you quit a mission, you have to start all over. Whatever, now I know. Anyway, I went back to play the same mission again on Saturday, and the the game, I went back to the same spot, fought the same enemies. The game gave me better gear the second time through with different attributes. So, for example, I found a rare item on Friday. The game gave me like a legendary item on Saturday. And it's like, why did they do this? And you know what? There's 4 equipment slots. Like you have like, everybody has something different. Like Kamala will have like her bracers, her insignia on her shirt, her t-shirt, like a bunch of other things, right? Like they all got like 4 different slots. They got these animations to flip around, like when you're selecting what gear you're equipping. They got these animations to kind of show off like where that upgrade is being applied to, but you don't see the change. So it's just there for monetary value, which is freaking strange. So they got these costumes that you have to equip and buy with like with an in-game currency while you're playing the game. I think you earn this stuff by doing like challenges and shit like that. So some of the skins can be unlocked that way. Other skins you're gonna have to get the money for it. But I don't know how they're gonna choose to monetize this stuff, if they're gonna have like limited edition skins and things of that nature. But if they include things like that in the game, this is like the perfect formula for it. Well, you don't have to buy these skins because what really counts is the numbers, right? If you can earn all the gear you want in the game and level up your character's strength-wise, but if you want your character to look cool and you release cool-looking skins outside of what's already in the base game and you have to pay more money for it, well, what the hell? Why didn't you just give us a customization system that not only applies benefits to us, our characters, as we're leveling them up, but also changes the way they look to begin with? So I don't know. That's what kind of worries me about that situation. But that's honestly, I guess, the least of this game's problems, because at the heart and soul of it, like, it's an all right game, but the things that really bring it down are just like, oh my God, you know. And it sucks because this kind of reminds me of like the old Ultimate Alliance games, where every character felt different. That's what they did really well with this game. All the characters felt completely different from one another. And they all have like their individual skill trees. So you're going to get a whole different set of moves to combo, to launch people, to knock them away. If I'm objectively speaking here, that stuff is awesome. Like, looking through some of I upgraded Iron Man's his beams, for example. So just to explain and just to give off an example, Iron Man will have like this meter where when he does like basic attacks, he'll build up the meter and it allows him to use his blasters, right? It's a strange little system. It's a strange little system, but it actually works, is what I'm trying to say. It works, okay? Now, when he's pressing triangle for the heavy attacks or aiming down to use his blasters, you can upgrade to unlock his lasers from the movies. And the lasers are more for AoE damage. So I unlocked that stuff really early, right? And it's just a tap on the left or the right D-pad to swap between the two. So you could just do it on the fly. And it changed up his combo game immensely. Like, it was really cool to see that kind of advancement in the character just by buying one upgrade point. It changed up the entirety on how I played the character. It's going to change up how other people play the character and how you can strategize with other people on what kind of build you're going to go in with, what kind of abilities you're going to use, when and where to use things. That's awesome, man. That's some really cool shit. But the things that really bring this game down are probably going to keep this at like an average level, maybe even below that, because nothing feels special about this game. And the things that do get ruined by some of the technical aspects. And it's like, come on, guys. Nolan North can't save this. Or Bailey can't save this. Troy Baker and those other two guys can't save this. Oh, but don't worry. They're juggernauts of the industry. You can clearly tell where the money went. Like, you can clearly tell, like, what the fuck? Oh, my God. And you know what? I honestly don't even know if I have anything else to say. Like, it's not as bad as I thought it was, but it certainly isn't that great. And unfortunately, by them coming out with this game, it's just like the movie universe. This should be the ultimate game to come out for superheroes. But it's not. It's not. It doesn't feel, it's not that great. You know? When the frames dropped, the game stopped, and I got a freaking advertisement for Microsoft PowerPoint. There's something wrong. PowerPoint 2021. Telling me to upgrade. I get 15% off. Like, are you shitting me? And that's what this game is. That is what this game... Oh, my God. Oh, good Lord. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's a very worrisome game, man. And I got a commercial showed on TV just before I made this video, and I said, oh, my Lord. I know what this game is. And unfortunately, it ain't really worthy of the Marvel Avengers title. Because when you have games like the Arkham series out there, and they did an incredible job with fucking Batman, and Marvel picked Insomniac to do Spider-Man, and they did such an amazing job with that too. The Avengers was supposed to bring the light to a lot of other heroes that we wouldn't get to play otherwise. And this is how it's being done. What the hell, man? What the hell? But it is what it is. I'm glad I got a chance to play it. Because, and I'm glad that they did an open beta to begin with. I will give them props for that. Because it's gonna give a lot of people something to go off of, instead of you not having a beta and then buying this game anyway and finding out this shit the hard way. Oh my God, man, the outrage. Oh, the outrage. If you had seen the frame drop, oh, if I only had recorded that. Like, it was so bad. It was so bad, and we were dying so fast. I just quit the game. I just quit the game. I was like, I'm not finishing this mission. I just quit it. And that's when I realized I was looking at the video library that I have saved up. And I was like, wait a minute. I didn't record this shit? God damn it. No one's going to believe me now. No one believes me anyway. But anyhow, this is definitely the time when I needed the proof. I could not believe what I had seen from a massive game like this with the backing, with all the top voice acting juggernauts in the game. This is what... Okay, anyway, you know what? That'll be that. Marvel's Avengers. Be warned. Be warned if you're looking to buy this game. Some of you are going to have fun with it. Some of you are going to go, oh, hell no. But that'll be that. Until the next video, take it easy, and we'll play and talk more another day.